I am with Glenn Hugo. He is zooming in with us from Napa Valley, where he is based at the Girard Winery. He is our winemaker also for the Max Cuvee Napa Valley Red Blend. Glenn, tell us a little bit about where you work and yourself, and we'll get into the wine in a minute.
Hello, Brian. Hello, Max family. Greetings from Napa Valley. I'm here at the Girard Winery. We're at our new location, actually now located in Calistoga. I've been with Girard for now 14 years, coming from a previous life in the restaurant industry, which is where I fell in love with wine and how important it is with food and company and friends and family. And I migrated to Napa from the restaurant industry to learn how to make wine, and eventually landed at Girard and worked my way up from a lonely old intern to eventually a full-timer, cellar master, assistant winemaker, and ultimately the winemaker here. And we've recently, as of late 2018, moved into our new location. So welcome all of you to come join us someday out here and visit. Hopefully Brian will get to come see us at our new spot as well. And we've had a relationship with the group, with Brian and Rich for that matter, going way back, almost as long as I've been here. And it's been a wonderful relationship, being involved with your group and being able to make the family Cuvee red wine, combination of 5 traditional Bordeaux varietal wines with a little bit of Syrah mixed in as well. And I'm pretty proud of being a part of that and the relationship we've built.
So when I do our staff trainings and I talk to the staff about the wines and we're tasting the wines, I always try to emphasize, it is 5 Bordeaux varietals and a Rhone varietal, the Syrah. So tell us, and the thing that gets a little tricky sometimes is that those percentages of each of those grapes changes slightly from vintage to vintage. And so we're talking about the 2016 today. Maybe just give us a little bit of a recap of what we're currently have in the blend and why you chose those grapes and those percentages.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll kind of back up for a second just to talk about blending in general. Oftentimes, as we get closer to determining what the wine will be, we do so months and months later, a year plus later, after the vintage. So a 2016 wine we would have been putting together, let's say in 2018, and ultimately going in bottle at that time. And one of the things that we try and pride ourselves on is keeping every component segmented as much as possible. And I'd also illustrate that there's not only just a Cabernet source for your wines, it's multiple Cabernet sources. We have Cabernet vineyards all throughout Napa Valley in quite a few different regions. And then if you look at the Merlot, you look at the Cab Franc, Petit Verdot, Malbec, and of course that little bit of Syrah as well. They're also segmented throughout the valley. So having that diversity allows us the opportunity that after a year and a half or so of barrel aging, we can dig into all those different opportunities to blend different components and sourcing to try and make the best blend for you. Primarily year to year, the blend has been mostly Cab dominant, and then Merlot is usually right there alongside it next. Then you'll see much more of that diversity fall into play with the Malbec, the Petit Verdot, the Cab Franc, and of course the Syrah. If I could just illustrate my personal information on those components, or at least my vision of them. Cabernet tends to offer a lot of bold tannin, some really nice dark fruit. It gives us a lot of that texture and complexity we need in a red wine, especially for red wine we're going to enjoy in your restaurants. However, intermixing some of the Merlot can offer some of that more soft, lush characteristic and also impart some more red fruit notes. We play with Cab Franc in the blend to, one, offer a lot of really nice aromatics, perfumey, red flowers and such. Our Malbec tends to offer a lot of mid-palate weight, and it provides kind of a bridge throughout the palate. And then Petit Verdot can offer a really nice complexity of some more dark fruit and texture, but also aromatically offers some white flower and blue fruit notes, at least in my impression. And then the Syrah can give us kind of that little meatiness,
Yeah.
complexity as well to add to the blend.
Yeah, I know when I talk to our guests, and we do have a really good following on this wine. One of the things that they really like is the fact that it has such generous fruit, but approachable from a tannic point of view. And you know, we have a diversity and a variety of restaurants that we sell this wine through, whether it's our steakhouses, our seafood restaurants, pizza, burger, etc., Italian restaurant. It tends to work in all those locations with a lot of the food choices that we have. So it's definitely got that appeal of softness and red fruit and whatnot that people enjoy.
Yeah, I feel like that looking at the diversity in your cuisine and your concepts, your different concepts, we want to try and make a wine that can cover a variety of things from some of your amazing steak options and prime rib to your roasted chicken, and then even getting into, as you mentioned, some of your seafood offerings, but not too over the top to not be enjoyed with pizza and a burger as well.
Right. That's pretty much exactly how I kind of often refer to it. Is that, you know, if you're somebody who's looking for a little bit more serious wine, this wine is serious enough for you. If you're somebody who's just looking for something easy and nice to drink, and maybe not you know, you don't want to be crazy wine educated and whatnot, this wine is still very accessible to you, and it's gonna tick off all the boxes as far as, you know, style and flavor and food pairing abilities. So yeah, it's been very successful for us.
That's great.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it. And so 2016 Max Family Cuvee Napa Valley Red Blend, 5 different Bordeaux varietals, and 1 little Rhone varietal, the Syrah in the blend. All right. Thanks, you, Glenn. Appreciate it.
Cheers.